Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you some of the best advice I have for small YouTuber from big YouTubers. So from like the bigger YouTube channels, some of maybe your favorite YouTubers. Take it or leave it, but I have found some of these pieces of advice really helpful and thought that they might be fun to share with you. So let's sit down for a little bit of a different chat. My channel is normally like mommy and lifestyle content, but I've been accumulating this like list of advice from some bigger YouTubers, and if you're a small YouTuber like me, I hope that you find some of this helpful. First little bit of advice is from the YouTuber Megan Hickman from the channel LoveMeg. If you are a mommy YouTuber, then I'm sure you know LoveMeg. She's sort of like pioneered the cleaning video and has since like really grown her mommy lifestyle brand. She's fantastic and I love watching her. Some of the best advice that I've gotten in some of her Q&A videos, as well as just kind of like watching her uploads and kind of seeing what she does, is the like multiple titles advice. She said that her network, her YouTube network, advised her and encouraged her to use more than one title on her YouTube video. Now, I've done this and I think that it really helps because you want to get as many keywords in your title as possible so that whatever program runs the whole like YouTube search engine, it can pick up on those keywords. Meg has also mentioned making sure that some of the words that you have in your title match with the words in your description box. So whether that mean like copy and pasting the title of your video in your description box, or making sure that you hit on some of those keywords that match your video title, that match some of the things you say in your video, that'll all help the Google search engine match those words to searches and be able to promote your video more. You want to have as descriptive a title as possible, and if possible, if it's appropriate, have more than one title. So let's say like this video, how to grow your YouTube channel / best small YouTuber advice from big YouTubers. So there are two different titles, two different ways that the video could be picked up in a search engine sort of thing. Piggybacking off of that in terms of search engine and search engine optimization, Hailey Paige is a YouTuber. She has some really fantastic videos on SEO, search engine optimization. Search engine optimization in a nutshell, and I am like not a professional, so if I butch this, I apologize, but it is the science behind how people find your videos on the internet. So how is it that you type into Google, I don't know, best air freshener, and why does this brand come in first? And maybe you have a brand of air fresheners and it doesn't pop up in the first 20 pages. Like, how do you get your business to that very like first top search engine search? I told you I'm like not great at this. But yeah, it's all about keywords. It's all about making sure that you are using the appropriate keywords, really optimize your video and get it out there to more viewers. That way, if someone searches for it, your video will be one of the first ones that pops up. That is something that you're really interested in as a way to grow your channel. I would say that definitely check out her channel, and I'm gonna link everyone's channels down below, but check out her channel. She has some really fantastic videos on SEO, search engine optimization. And so I just kind of combine that advice that I've learned from her and the advice I've learned from Meg to make sure that the videos that I produce and I'm putting out there really, like, that the words match up, that everything matches up, that I'm using buzzwords, that I'm using big words like baby, let's say, like, you know, my video is about baby products. Okay, baby products is in the title, baby products is in the description. I tag baby products, you know, like that is very apparent. Also wanted to say another really great piece of advice from Meg was onto your analytics, and in your analytics there will be a list of like your top 10 most viewed videos. And then to make a list of video ideas, different video concept ideas that you can do that relate back to those videos, right? Because those are your top 10 most viewed videos. That means when people search for your channel or when people find your channel, those might be the ones that they watch first. Those have the best outreach. So to make other videos that pertain to those topics will hopefully and presumably get you more views, thus reaching a wider audience. And she said something really smart, that she continues to do that. So she'll continue to find a balance between making videos that she knows a lot of people want to watch and making videos that she wants to make. This is one of my favorite pieces of advice from a really big YouTuber, Tiffany from Makeup by Tiffany. And Tiffany is an OG YouTuber. She's been doing this for over 10 years, and I'm sure if you like the beauty lifestyle community, you've probably come across her videos. But she said in one of her videos once, and I feel like I heard this maybe a few years ago, and I asked her, like, how do you stay so positive? Like, how do you deal with the hate? And I think as a new YouTuber, that's something that can seem like a little bit overwhelming when it first starts happening to you, when you first start getting like really rude, mean comments. Because luckily for me, that's not something I encounter in my regular life. Like, someone just doesn't come up to me and say like, ew, why do you have no eyebrows? You're so gross. You know, like, that doesn't happen. But on the internet it does. And so like, how do you handle that? And Tiffany like, love this. She said she just deletes it. She just deletes the hate. And I know a lot of people have said on their channels that they delete the hate, and then they have like gotten hate for that and saying like, oh, you're censoring your comments, you know, you're not. But there's a difference between, and James Charles just said this in one of his videos, there's a difference between constructive criticism and hate. Right? Like, I've had a lot of constructive criticism. Someone just actually left me a comment the other day that was like, hey, I've noticed you never actually look in the lens of your camera. You're always looking all over the place. And to me, that's more of like a comment. They observe that. That's not like them being like, ew, you're so gross, I hate you sort of thing, you know? And so I am able to separate those two things in my head. And it's not easy getting constructive criticism, but you can deal with it, especially like as an adult. And that's why I'm kind of really happy that I started this whole YouTube journey when I was an adult. But that to me is different. Now, hate, like people being negative on purpose, being hateful, spiteful on purpose is different. And that I do not have to tolerate, that you don't have to tolerate. And so I don't. I listened to what Tiffany said. Tiffany said she does not tolerate it. It is her channel. It is her community. She deletes the hate and she blocks those people. Not a lot, but I've had like a few really rude, really just terrible, hateful things said in comments. And I think it stings, like, you know, it takes you back a little bit too, but I just delete it. I block the user. And I move on. Like, there's no need to dwell on it. And your channel is your channel. It is your community. You do not owe it to anyone else. You especially don't owe it to that person who is being really hateful toward you to keep their comment, right? Because hate, and I think Tiffany said this, she noticed that like when she wouldn't delete the hate, it would just invite more hate. And it would start to create arguments in her comment section between, you know, the person who was leaving the hate and other people who were like, hey, wait a minute, like, this is really like a terrible thing to say, like, you can't be saying, like, and then it would just keep going back and forth and back and forth. And I'm of that same attitude, especially now that I'm a mom, like zero tolerance for it. Okay, and the last bit of advice I want to share is from Louise Pentland. She is a really big British YouTuber, and this pertains to making money from YouTube. If you want YouTube to be your full-time career and you're struggling with making money from it, she mentioned a really smart way that she put herself on the path to making YouTube her full-time job. She said that when she first started making YouTube videos, obviously, I think she may have even started before monetization was even a thing, but when Google introduced monetization and ads and stuff, started seeing her profit every month from making videos, and she knew what her monthly expenses were. And she thought to herself, okay, I know how much I need to spend every month on rent, on groceries. Oh, from how much money I'm making now with however many videos I'm putting out, I can figure out how many videos I need to put out every month to match the amount of expenses I have. I love that idea. I love it, and I know that it's not applicable to everyone, especially now with like the new Google YouTube AdSense program, AdSense partnership program, but you can monetize your videos. I think it's a really nice way of scheduling out your videos and seeing how many videos you have to make per month to make a certain amount of money. I just thought it was a really great tool to use, and really great motivator, especially because it is my dream to make YouTube my full-time job. So just keeping track of how many videos I put out and how much money I make from AdSense is a really nice way of keeping myself on track and keeping myself motivated to hopefully reach that goal. So guys, that's all of the advice, all of my favorite advice from some of the bigger YouTubers for smaller YouTube channels, how to grow your YouTube channel. If you have other advice to share, definitely leave it down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you all really soon. Bye guys.